Hello, everybody. Today is a very different format because I am actually doing a bit of a podcast, as you can tell by the title. Today I am here with my ever so talented, beautiful, funny friend, Sarah. Give it up for her. That's supposed to be applause.
Hello.
And today we are here to talk about a very dicey topic, I would say, but also a very discussed topic at this current moment. And that is what I would like to call ozempic gate, in a sense. Would you care to call it something else, or do you think that fits the bill?
No, I think it fits very well.
Me and Sarah have actually talked about this in depth before, so it's not like it's a new topic for us in that sense. But that's also why I kind of wanted to do this, because I think Sarah has some great insight on what the whole thing is about and what we've seen and stuff like that. And I actually kind of want to start in the corner of like influencers, because that's where we have talked about it a lot, and also where we've seen it a lot, I would say, that and celebrities. But I will start with asking you, when did you first like notice this boom of ozempic, you think?
Well, it was definitely on TikTok or Instagram, either way, with the headline, "Skinny is back."
Right. And I mean, stuff like the Kardashians and whatnot, we just kind of saw it happen slowly, but then very fast at the same time.
There were a lot of discussion about how Kim lost all of her weight out of nowhere.
Yeah, seemingly, honestly.
Yeah, and the following sisters
doing the exact same. Yeah. But I feel like that whole bit is almost out of reach for us, because Hollywood is just this beast, right? Like,
it's always in flux.
Exactly. I mean, we can just look at their last trending body type, the BBL body, and then sigh, honestly, because just for the record, your body is not a trend. No. It's so silly. But I thought that the influencer conversation about ozempic was extremely interesting as well, because that discourse is just so specific, it seems. Like, you and one of our other friends I know has talked about... What have you talked about? In regards to Danish influencers, specifically.
Am I allowed to name drop?
Sure. Okay. I mean, the people won't know who they are, but the people will know. I won't censor anything, it's totally fine.
Okay. I don't know her last name, I can't remember it, but it's a girl called Natasha. And she started posting on TikTok, I believe, 2 or 3 years ago, where she was a much bigger person than she is now. She has always been very hidden about her body.
Right.
Didn't really discuss it that much.
Okay, so she specifically didn't really hone in on this body positivity, plus size.
No, she didn't
mantra.
say anything explicitly,
No. Okay.
but she revealed pictures of herself in bikini when she went on vacations and stuff like that. But never really talked about her weight.
Right.
As in contrast to other influencers
that definitely
on Instagram.
Yeah.
But then something changed, and she started to get a lot of comments on it. Her weight, of course. She started to get slimmer, and people were noticing it, and they were commenting a lot about it.
Yeah.
And she hasn't confirmed or denied using ozempic.
Right.
Only that she changed some of her diet, and she started to exercise more. But I still think there are hints hidden in her videos and the way she appears that could hint at ozempic.
Absolutely. And that whole bit is so interesting, because social media, I will use the word beast once again, is such a beast. Because I'm gonna say fakeness, but I feel like that might be the wrong word. But definitely this very polished and beautiful thing. Like, you're supposed to put your best foot forward.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
You're not showing your messy side.
No.
It's
No.
very polished.
Yes. And if you are, you can be either condemned or praised for it, really. So you can also be, I feel like, a good or a bad influencer in that sense. Because I know a lot of body confidence girlies on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. I think maybe you know this girl. She's called Spencer. Spencer Barbosa, I actually think is her name. Maybe something like that.
Okay.
And she is very much about her like body confidence. She's like extremely like curvy and beautiful. So, but also just like your normal girl. And she's very about the whole you're allowed to look the way you're supposed to look. But then there's the other side of Instagram, which I would almost call old Instagram, which is that picture perfect. We're not allowed to show any skeletons in the closet. And I find that so interesting. And I don't know if you would put that Danish influencer in that category. Like, do you think she's trying to hide it, or she just doesn't want to talk about it, even though it's a big part of her image, maybe in your eyes or her followers' eyes?
I think maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she comments on people commenting on
Right.
her weight.
Yeah.
But she sweeps it away. So at the same time, it's vague.
Yeah.
She doesn't really give out any... She doesn't confirm or deny anything.
No. And you find that like frustrating, or what kind of feelings do you get when you
Yeah,
think
I
about
do.
it?
I think when you're a public person,
Yes.
you ought to be transparent.
Yeah, that's exactly the
To
word. I
some
was gonna use.
extent.
Yeah.
Because you're a public person and you're on TikTok and Instagram, and there are many followers who are underage.
Absolutely.
And you are influencing these young minds, and that can be harmful.
And honestly, it happens whether you'd like it or not. Because I see a lot of these influencers use that as an excuse. Like, oh, I didn't know it was my job to raise your children. Well,
Then why are you an influencer?
Exactly. I was gonna say,
it's in the word
you
influencer.
influence. Yeah,
Yes.
you influence people, and you simply cannot ignore that.
No.
I find that to be ignorant in a sense.
Honestly.
It's very much like you do realize the power in which you have. Like, I understand that you're not a world leader, but on the small scale that you do have power, you should acknowledge that power and take into consideration what you're doing. And listen, I get it. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Everybody has those days, like our girl Montana said.
Montana.
Yeah. So I understand that that's totally a thing as well. But with the whole body issues, and I'm pretty sure you and I both can account to the whole when we were younger, because we're both around the like
Same
mid-20s, right? Like the Tumblr Anna stuff. Like skinny was also in back then.
And I feel it's going back to that.
Yes. And you see a lot of that as well. You see it a lot.
There's also a very trending thing on TikTok with captions like "Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels."
Yeah. I think
and
that's
they're
actually a
giving out
quote.
these crazy advice on how people should starve themselves.
I was gonna say, and as far as I'm concerned, everything I've seen sounds very disordered.
It's very harmful. And I read a article, it's regarding here in Denmark, but they're thinking about doing something to maybe ban or do something about these videos on TikTok so it doesn't harm the younger generation.
Right. Did you see that documentary, Løgnen på dit feed?
No.
The lie in your feed, for the people who don't speak Danish, which is probably the majority of you. It was a documentary about how these influencers got Brazilian butt lifts for free.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yes, we did. And it's so bananas.
Yeah.
It's so bananas. I know it's a bit niche because it's the Danish media and whatnot, but honestly, maybe not that niche because I feel like it's happening everywhere.
And it's happening right in front of us.
Yeah, like in every corner of the internet, or at least the ones. No, actually, I feel like.
But I also
No.
heard one woman give out advice that when you encounter something like this on TikTok or Instagram, social media just in general, and you begin to feel these harmful thoughts or anything, you should block these people. You know,
Yes.
get them out of your feed.
Yes.
Only concentrate on positive things.
And I agree. But I think it is so hard with the algorithm. Also, if you're already prone to having these thoughts, I don't claim to be a professional in this whatsoever, but I feel like it just becomes a slippery slope really fast. Like the first moment you see like a recipe where there's a heavy focus on calories or something like that. Like maybe in the beginning you're like, oh, that just looks like a delicious smoothie. But I hear that that's almost the gateway drug into skinny talk.
Exactly.
So that's dangerous.
It really is.
Yeah.
And again, young people, they don't tend to see it. They
No,
don't tend to notice it.
Of course not. I mean,
before it's too late.
Like the stuff we saw on the internet, my mom would literally faint, you know? It's not a safe space, if you will.
No, there's a reason for being careful.
Yeah.
When going online.
And also knowing, I would like to believe that younger people maybe do have the idea that you should be careful. Like they've been told enough times.
Well, I hope that we are a much better place now than we were when we were younger.
Yes, no, I think so.
Because we recently had the BBL wave.
Yes.
And the body positivity, so perhaps something is stuck within these young minds.
But I also feel like when the BBL thing was happening, or maybe it was just where I was on the internet, it felt like we were very aware that it was happening. And I seriously don't mean to body shame those women either. Like, they have their own choices to do what they want to do. But I saw a lot of hate for those women in their comment sections as well. So it's not like there wasn't a sort of consequence for them back then.
But you could also see a natural skinny person get a lot of hate.
Yes.
And that's wrong as well. You know, we look how God created us.
Absolutely.
And our bodies are there to make sure that we are healthy and...
That's why I'm all about body neutrality, to be honest. Because I enjoy, and forgive me if I'm not saying this correctly, but I enjoy the thing of being like, I love my body because my lungs can breathe and my legs can walk me, or whatever the hell, walk me, like I'm a dog. No, but I think that is very important and powerful, because that's something most people can actually relate to. Like, I can get up every day and do whatever. Agree. Yeah, because I think that the moment we attribute bad or good to our physical appearance, that's when we've lost it a bit. And I'm not saying it has been easy for me or anybody really to get to that point. I also have days, multiple days, that are where I'm insecure, right? So I'm not saying I'm this perfect, like, I'm just like body neutral. I don't get why people have problems. I totally get it. Abso-fucking-lutely.
But I think you made a really great point that it's like we are putting our bodies on display.
Yes.
And that's what's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Because are we putting our minds on display as well?
No. Very rarely, I would say.
There's a lot of focus on the body.
Yes.
On how you look, your appearance, just
so
in
much.
General.
Especially, and I hate to be like that, but especially for women. I'm sorry, guys, and whatnot, but yikes. It's been a thing, and I've felt it my entire life. The pressure to look a certain way, and I'm not even sure what that certain way is, as it fluctuates constantly, and you can never be perfect. Even the people we deem perfect are being called mid. Like, the amount of people who think Zendaya is ugly and stuff like that, it's just
and
silly.
how is that possible?
Exactly. Just a gorgeous woman.
Yes.
As is everybody else, my God. Yeah. And so I think it is just sad, because the whole thing with Ozempic is, it's like a miracle medicine too, though. Like, as far as I'm concerned.
It's like a quick fix.
Yeah. But also, isn't it for diabetics?
It is, and the thing is, if you don't change your lifestyle while you're on Ozempic,
it won't do anything, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or it will, of course, you will, of course, lose weight. It can happen, it doesn't happen that fast.
Right.
But when you want to stop again, and if you haven't changed your lifestyle or made any changes doing your stay on Ozempic, it won't matter.
No. Because I also feel like there's a lot of misinformation, and I don't even know all the information at all.
And there's also
about
a lot
how it
of
works.
side effects that
Yes.
people don't even know.
I've heard a lot about nausea and just
Exactly.
really like very much
Hair
not feeling like
loss.
eating. Yeah.
But, you know, if you lose your hair, you can just get extensions.
Exactly. Whatever. Cool.
And nausea, okay. It means
Whatever.
you won't eat.
And that's great, right?
Yes.
That, by the way, we are not joking, but we're being sarcastic, obviously. That eat, please.
Mhm.
It's fuel. You're
Your
supposed
body
to
needs
eat.
it.
Yeah. Don't feel bad, please. And I know
Food is great. It's
it
one
is.
of the little joys in life.
I would say a great pleasure. I know you a foodie as well. Like, we've talked
I
so
am
much
big
about
time.
seafood and whatnot. So me and Sarah are very big foodies, I would say.
Yes.
Especially Sarah, though. She goes fine dining. It's so cool.
It's the best.
It is. I'm
It's
so
an
jealous.
experience.
Yeah, it really is. Like, don't let food become your enemy. And like I said, it's easier said than done. I understand that it's so difficult with people telling you this and that, and with the same amount of conviction as well. Like, people are like, oh, you should eat more protein to lose weight. Oh, you should not eat any carbs to lose weight. It's fucking difficult to navigate that stuff. I really get that. For very, like, naive minds or
Exactly.
whatever. Like, what the hell?
There was also the whole keto
Yeah.
wave, or the diet where you only eat meat.
Yeah, the carnivore diet or
Yes,
something.
exactly.
I'm like, what the hell is happening? So
Stay away
interesting.
from vegetables and everything, and just go crazy on meat.
Oh, man, I'm just like a big believer that no food is bad. Do you know what I mean?
Just a little bit of everything, you know? A little
that's,
bit.
That's like a beautiful thing, that when it works together, it's fine. I mean, obviously, don't eat donuts every day of your life. I think you'll have a lot of diarrhea. It doesn't sound great. But other than that, yeah. But I mean, I'm also not one to police what people put into their bodies. As I am no dietitian, I am no nothing. But I also have seen this woman, I forget, I'm gonna try to maybe find her name, who her mantra is all about see where you can add, not subtract. Because I think that is so, like, important. If you're missing fiber in a meal, if you're, like, not satisfied, maybe that's what you're missing. Or if you need more greens or more carbs or something. She's all about adding rather than being restrictive, which I think is very good and important.
I also think that can be very helpful.
Yeah, no, I think she's done a lot of good. I really see that. And I enjoy her content as well, because she makes a lot of, like, lazy person meals where you still get a lot of good nutritional things. So yeah, there are good people, of course.
I also once saw, I think it was a man on TikTok, who wanted to help his wife.
Yeah.
They were having a difficult time conceiving. So he changed her diet.
Yeah.
He used food as a resource to get her better.
Yeah.
And it worked.
That's awesome.
So he studied the magic of food.
Yeah.
For a long time.
It's like a science.
Exactly.
magic
And
is fun too.
studied which ingredients help with this and that.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So that's just to say that food is a natural source of magic.
Literally, we are supposed to eat. You know, you can feel dizzy and horrible when you don't eat.
Exactly. And that it's funny you say that, because again, a new trend or something on TikTok,
Yeah.
where a lot of videos are talking about the rush you feel when starving yourself.
Girl, you're about to faint.
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
seriously, you're an iron deficient girl, anemic bitch over
It's
here.
alarming. Your
Yeah,
body
you're not
is
supposed
telling
to
you,
feel
feed
that.
me.
Exactly.
please."
Like, literally, and you see that being told by so many people. I'm gonna mention Taylor Swift now, so the triggered people who don't like her, relax, please. She's just a girl. When she did her 1989 tour, she said that she thought it was just I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, she thought it was just a part of performing, that she would feel so lightheaded because she was rarely eating or something like that. Like, she was extremely skinny at the time too, and she just thought that was normal. And it's not normal, guys.
But it's because we're comparing ourselves to celebrities.
Exactly.
And to the people who have a voice in
And
this
we
world.
can't help but do
No.
so. And why is that? That's a big question to spring on you right now. I don't suppose you had the answer.
No, I wish I had.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when Beyonce had her Lemonade tour.
Yes.
Have
oh
you
my
seen her
God.
diet? It was
Wasn't
an
it
apple
like
or something.
an apple?
Yes.
Like,
And a lot of exercise. And maybe 8 hours of intense exercise.
I don't know how the frick she didn't just like fall over during performance. That's insane. Like, and we should not uphold ourselves to those standards. Those celebrities should not even uphold themselves to those standards, in my opinion. Like, it sounds so destructive and horrible. Seriously.
It's very harmful.
Yeah.
But then there's celebrities like Lizzo.
Yeah.
Who also suddenly lost a lot of weight.
Let's talk about that. Because that's the whole, I find so interesting, the whole betrayal thing.
Exactly. You know, they were perfectly happy.
Yeah. The same with Meghan Trainor too.
Yes, in their body, a positive body, curvy, a little bit overweight.
They were actually all about that.
Yes.
All about that base, all about that ozempic. I couldn't really make a pun there.
Tried.
I tried.
And then suddenly something changed in the discourse.
Yeah. The funny thing is that...
And they do it without saying, I went on Ozempic.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I think Lizzo has backpedaled a lot. I feel like I saw a certain post of hers where she was like, okay, so I was on Ozempic for like 3 months, but I have really changed my diet and stuff. And that very well might be true, and that's fine and all that. And like you said,
congrats.
You have to. But I don't think you're understanding the actual criticism here, Lizzo Bizzo. The problem is that you said this was okay. And although, of course, you get to do whatever the hell you want with your own body, and I love that for you, you must, or you should maybe, address the fact that you said it was fine, but now you're obviously going towards this other goal.
Because you're misleading
your
fans.
You have to acknowledge that people will be saddened, feel betrayed. When this then happens. Of course, she's in her damn right to do so. I would never say otherwise. But there still is that fact. And once again, I'm gonna come with another example. This girl, Clara, she was also all about body positivity, about flat-chested girls. Have you heard about that whole discourse?
No, actually, I haven't.
She got breast implants.
Me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was... And you know what her reasoning was? She did it for fun.
For fun?
Like, girl, no.
Okay, you went into surgery.
That sounds like fun. Hell
Sign
no.
me up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. And once again, I know I sound like a hypocrite or like I'm contradicting myself when I say that they're allowed to do what they want with their bodies. But the problem is she had made that content for years about, and she was very, very flat-chested, like seriously nothing. And she was all about, that's fine. This beauty standard is whatever. You don't need boobs to be feminine, and showing outfits. And it was her entire content. But she also got kind of canceled already before she got her boobs done, because she actually did a YouTube video where she talked about very concerning eating behaviors. It was something like she didn't really eat until she was like ravenous, and then she ate like not that much because she had already, you know, she didn't have to eat that much because she was already full after like a few things. And that's a really good way. And stop snacking throughout the day. Like, she was giving quite harmful advice. Once again, a bit for paraphrasing because it's been a minute. But she definitely said the thing about eliminate snacks, you guys. Like, that's how you stay skinny. And
that's how you stay skinny.
I was gonna say, I thought you said everybody was beautiful and we're not supposed to be skinny. And then the whole flat-chested thing, and then she got a boob job. And now she's just like, I'm in my villain era. Like, I don't get why everybody hates it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Every single comment in her comment section beforehand was like, you make me love my small chest. And we know, especially you and I feel like, grew up with like, oh, you have to have a huge rack and a big butt and da-da-da-da. Or maybe not so much big butt when we were very young. But
impossible standards.
Exactly. And also, like, once again, the whole your body is your only valuable asset. Like, if a man is ever gonna love you or whatever.
Exactly.
I have
and that
certainly
also
felt that.
speaks to that our bodies are not our own.
Exactly. It's totally like
So
real
my
estate.
body is for the men.
No, yeah. Yeah. You
For the
didn't get the
public?
memo? No, but
So
that's
that's
what's so
awful.
fucked up.
But I can't remember her name. The girl we talked about, the skinny.
Clara?
Exactly.
Yeah, I believe, at
That's
least.
another clear example of the fakeness.
Yes.
Especially if she went, I don't know how many years.
I would have to look that up, but seriously,
But advocating
we are multiple
flat-chested
years.
girls.
Yeah.
And suddenly, she changes.
Yeah. And she's all excited and shit, and that's fine. I just saw the video where she's like trying on a bikini for the first time, and she was like, and so excited about her new body. And I'm just like, you really don't realize what you're doing, do you?
Mm-mm.
And seriously, I would have had so much more respect for her had she sat down and been like, listen, I still wholeheartedly stand by all the things that I have said throughout the years, but I want to make this change. Because low-key, guys, I'm sorry, I've always wanted boobs. So now I want to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, okay, while that still might have been, like, a bad reason, or maybe, like,
But I still
whatever.
think when you're a public person,
yeah,
you should do stuff like this. You ought to do it. You ought to be transparent.
yes, transparency. Transparency is so damn important.
Because why go into that field to be an influencer, to influence people,
Yes.
and to be fake about it and mislead?
But that's also what's sort of a slap in the face, right? Because let's also use another Danish influencer here, Christine Slot.
Yeah.
You also sent me a
I love
video
that
of
girl.
her. Me too. She's great. She's slaying the game,
Yes.
living on a farm and shit. I
Yes.
love it. But she made a video because this is my point. Sorry, I digress. My point is, she does not make weight content at all. She literally did a grocery haul, and people could not help. She had just given birth, by the way, so she was bigger than she usually is because she was fucking pregnant as well. Whatever, your body changes, and it's perfectly natural and fine, and who cares? But a lot of people cared, and a lot of people want to comment. That's where I think it is also so out of line. Because she has never made anything about her body.
Not at all. And her body is the main source of her baby's
life.
Exactly.
It's insane, the standard we put upon women.
Yes.
It really is.
And she's such a sweet, sweet girl.
She
I
really
love
is
her.
such a star.
Yes.
But honestly,
I love how honest
yes,
she is.
and she
I don't know
dares
if
to have the conversation.
Exactly. And have you seen her pictures where she shows, the lazy side and stuff like that?
No, I love that.
You get an honest
She is
representation
transparent.
of another person.
Yeah,
She's very transparent.
absolutely.
And it's not picture perfect.
No.
And
Although it
talks-
looks very nice.
yes, it really looks idyllic.
Serene. Yes.
But she talks about, the ugly side of pregnancy and stuff like that.
And there are many, I bet, Like, I think it's awesome that she touches upon that.
Exactly.
But my whole point with mentioning that is also the fact that, like, some of these people have made it their brand, or at least, let me say, a huge part of their brand and their life to be body positive or whatnot, right? That you should be confident in your body. And once again, that's not to say that you can't change it. But I have just seen this trend that they become so freaking defensive about it. That they're like, just let me be happy and skinny. Like, it's just, no, but please, am I still okay in my bigger body?
But
or should I also change?
I'm just wondering, why does skinny equal happiness?
Right.
What is the thing? Why?
I don't know. I have to whisper because they're gonna come for me.
But how did it start? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Is it because of the models?
I guess.
Are we
where did
talking
that
about
start?
celebrities again? The models, the ideal body. Because if we look way back, the ideal body is It would be big hips.
Yeah.
So you could
like bear children
exactly.
and whatnot. Yeah, but that's the whole fucking
and
thing
in
with
the
trends.
old days, if you were fat, that was a sign of
like wealth and
richness
goodness.
and stuff. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did we get to the point where skinny equals happiness? And again, you skinny people, you are slaying it.
Of course. That's kind of the thing, right? Because body shaming is everything.
Yes.
Like, that makes me sound like I like it.
We are not body shaming
Not at all.
anyone.
No.
It's just, I'm just trying to wrap my head around, how did we get to a point where skinny means, if you're skinny, it means you're happy?
Yeah. I have no idea, and it just disturbs me. No matter what trend it is, it disturbs me. I was disturbed during the BBL era, and I am disturbed now. And no matter what, you cannot, and you should not, might I add, live up to these freaking ridiculous standards.
No.
Because you are beautiful. I saw this documentary that was called The Perfect Girls, where they all had body image issues, and they were just like perfectly standard women, right? Like whatever, just you're like girls, you know, they're just people. And they talked a lot about like their weight. They were like, I hate my thighs and stuff like that. And I just find it so disturbing that it was very clear to me that these girls have been told their entire life that their only value was in their looks. And that's the issue. For ugly ducklings like myself, growing up.
You are not ugly.
No, but when I was little, I was not. I don't look the way I look now, and I'm not saying. So you're saying you're pretty? That's not what I'm saying right now.
You are pretty, and you should.
Thank you,
say,
sweetie. Thank you. But
pretty.
my point is that I had to find my confidence elsewhere.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it was a battle.
Yes.
I don't know how it happened, but somehow
one day
out of nowhere, you know, the sun was out, I was feeling myself.
Exactly.
And I was like, how did I ever feel bad about myself?
Right.
I deserve to be happy.
Absolutely.
I deserve to feel good about myself.
And wear whatever the fuck you want to wear and do whatever the hell you want to do, because who literally cares? The internet makes you feel like people care a lot. But I kind of want to turn that one around, especially to those girls in that documentary, because they were like, I just feel like people look at me and say, oh my god, did you see that fucking fat cow with those big old thighs? And I just riddle them, do you think that of other people?
I think they do.
And I sadly do so as well,
Yes.
because I can tell you, there's not a fucking second of my life where I look at a person and I'm like, you're disgusting because of the way you look. I don't care. And I realize that's a privilege for me to say. Because obviously, some people do care. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these standards.
But you could also say that they think about people this way because deep inside they think about themselves that way.
Yeah, and that is obviously also what was happening.
So perhaps we should teach confidence in school.
Yes. People to love themselves, for real. Because it's like, I would hope that kids don't get bullied as much as they do, or did back in our day, for being different. Because I feel like a lot of people try to be different nowadays as well, which I think is great. Embrace your fucking interests and your quirkiness. Like, I don't care. I think that's amazing.
I
You
think
should
that's a
always
good
be yourself.
trend.
Yes, I do too. Because I saw this whole wave of like, bullying is cringe. And I'm like, yes, the fuck it is. Nothing else is cringe. I don't even give a fuck. But I've also always been quite the cringe kid. You saw my Monster High dolls, which
I love them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was very like prepubescently excited that you like them as well. But I've always stood so fast on my, that's not how that's phrased. I was very steadfast in like, I have these interests and fuck whoever doesn't like them. And once again, I realized that is not everybody who can say that.
No.
But I had to fight for that shit.
But that's something we should teach.
Yes. You should teach people that you don't have to like everything that everybody likes. You can just do you.
We have healthcare in public school.
Yes.
When we grow up.
Yeah.
It's not that discussed.
No.
I think it's a very small part of our education.
Yes.
Perhaps
At least
maybe,
in Denmark. I mean,
yes,
probably
I don't know how
everywhere.
it is in the US,
But
but here in
honestly,
Denmark,
everywhere.
it's not that covered.
No, it is not.
So you could expand it and make a session about confidence, and it's for the boys and the girls.
Yes.
Because boys also grow up with a lot of...
Absolutely.
It all stems from our insecurities.
Yes.
That we grow up with.
Mm-hmm.
And of course we compare ourselves to others.
Yeah. I think that's a very natural human thing, and I'm not gonna act like I never do that. You know what I mean? Like, I look
think
at someone, I'm like,
it's very
your hair
natural.
is beautiful. But I would just encourage everybody to not be the type of bitch that's like, why her and not me? Be the, how can I get next to her type of girl. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, don't hate on your friends who you perceive to have what you don't have.
No.
Because I've really done that in my life. Like, I remember this little story time. This one time, my the boy who lived next door,
oh,
me and him, you'll regret saying that. We were actually really close growing up, and I had this friend who was beautiful girl, like, and she was talented in sports and very like smart academically and everything. She was like the it girl, and she was my best friend. And she felt a lot of fucking pressure, and she also felt that later on. Once again, I digress. But one day, we three were working together, and the guy says, I actually have something I want to confess. And my ass was over there like, he's gonna say that he had a crush on me now!
Oh,
it's
no.
gonna happen! Who the fuck do you think he said he had a crush on instead?
Your best friend.
Of course.
Right in front of you.
Yes! And I was just like,
the audacity.
the way I was like laughing, you know, I was so excited and giddy about it, whole thing. I was like, he's about to, the amount of self-delusion I had, you know what I mean? Yeah, but needless to say, that didn't work.
There.
Exactly. And I don't condemn her for that. I was more like, what the hell do you mean? Like, I was so sad about it for like a minute, whatever. New day, new guy. I was gonna say new day, new dick, but I was like 12, so let's not say that. Yeah. But the thing is, I feel like there was maybe somewhere where I envied her.
Okay, because I was just about to ask, how did you feel about her afterwards?
Yeah. I was very saddened, but I was honestly mostly mad at him because I was like, but we shared so many emotional conversations and we laughed together. Like, I don't get it. Why don't you have a crush on me? I have a crush on you. That's not how the world works, guys, by the way, but that's kind of how I felt. But no, I did resent her in that way because it happened not just that one time. It happened a few times because we were a little group that we called the gang.
The gang?
Yeah.
The gang.
We were so cool in 6th grade. I don't know what 6th grade is in the USA at all, but that would make me 12 or 11 or something like that. Yeah.
So just around puberty.
Embarrassing. Exactly. Very embarrassing. And yeah, the guys were just like, they all had a crush on her in our little group. We were like 3 guys and 2 girls, me and her, obviously. Not me reliving this right now, but
I can sense it.
But exactly.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that is the conversation about it made me feel wrong about myself, obviously, because I could tell that she was pretty. But I genuinely tried to feel pretty myself, but that's where I put value on other things. You heard me just say, we laugh together, we have deep conversations. I didn't say anything in my head about, but I'm also pretty. Because that's not where I try to put my value. And I understand that that's fucking
but
difficult.
there's also this phrase, you know, beauty fades.
Yes. Yes.
So
it does.
in the end, when you're looking for your ideal partner,
it's not
what
about
do you
your
look
looks.
for?
Yeah.
Because it's not about the looks.
No.
You're looking for a partner who stands beside you.
And you can so get that. I really want to make that clear to the girls who think dyeing your hair, getting eyelash extensions at 12, guys, please, you're okay the way you are. If you really want to, I guess.
I'm thinking about getting a bigger butt so
Yeah.
you can get a lot of attention.
Yeah. I literally thought that I had to get breast implants when I was younger, like at some point.
So did I.
Exactly.
Yes.
Otherwise, no man would ever love me.
No.
I seriously thought that. And I find that to be so sad.
But
seriously.
then again, we cannot look for love if we're not able to love ourselves.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people hate that saying, but I really
but
don't.
But it's so true, because how are you supposed to rely on another person to love you if you're not able to love yourself?
I feel like it's also a bit of the what you give out is what you attract. Yes.
Exactly.
So because these predatory people, like who are good at manipulating and whatnot, they can sense that you're like weak, if you will. Mm-hmm. Like that you have no confidence in yourself.
They like
spot
predators.
It like yes, they seriously are, and you are but a little deer in the headlights. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that like you're just like a victim, like you're gonna get used. No. But of course, it's hard as hell. And you got to be smart, and not the first guy who says he loves you is maybe not the right guy for you. It's so hard. Like, I don't even know how to give advice on this, because fuck, man, I feel like you just have to go through it sometimes.
There's only one way over it, and it's through it.
Yeah. Once again, yet another
I don't know if you can translate
motto.
it to English like that, but in Danish,
it's the same.
Der kun en vej
over
det, og det igen.
Yeah, pussies. Oh, not me, just but no, seriously though, it's so true. Only one way through.
Exactly.
Like it seriously is, and it's a journey, and I mean we're on it every day. But I just really want to hone in on the fact that you are okay, no matter how you look. And I know that that's easier said than done, like to believe. But it really is true.
And as humans, we should support each other and lift each other up.
Yeah.
Instead of breaking each other down.
Yeah. I get so saddened when I hear our other friends and whatnot say stuff that they don't like about their bodies. That they have to wear long sleeves or something like that. Because I'm just like, ugh. You don't know you're beautiful. You know, like it's, I just hate that they feel like that's not okay. Because it is. Seriously, it is.
You deserve to be out in a tank top or whatever.
When the sun is out. 28 degrees! Or Fahrenheit, what is that?
And if you want to cover yourself up,
it's your choice, boo.
Exactly.
I just
do whatever you want.
Yes.
And whatever you please.
I just hope it is not on the basis of pleasing others with the way you look. Because don't be afraid to take up space. No. Seriously.
On the contrary, take up as much as you want.
Because this world is big.
Exactly.
There's space for you. Plenty of space for you, in fact. So be large and in charge. Doesn't even matter.
I love that.
Yeah.
Large and in charge.
Probably stole that from like a drag queen, but I'll look into it. No, but it's funny. I kind of want to go back to the influencer betrayal thing, because I also talked to you about another influencer that said she thought it was really weird that we felt this sort of ownership over other people's bodies and what they should and should not say or do. And I get that. But at the same time, it's kind of taking the responsibility away from that person, and I don't particularly enjoy that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate? Give me an example.
Yeah. I think I don't remember what example she gave, because I would want to use that one. But she basically said that we are not entitled to know what people have done with their bodies. And to a certain extent, I agree, but I do enjoy the transparency. I don't like the addressing it, but not addressing it, like we spoke about earlier. The whole, like, she'll give some comments sometimes, but then not really. And just go on her merry way. Like,
they're feeding us breadcrumbs.
Yes, and it's like... Once again, I feel like it goes back to, did you discuss this a lot previously? Is this why you have your following? Like, do you have your following based on being like a plus size influencer? Because then, if I don't feel like people are entitled to it, I at least understand why they feel betrayed by you not addressing your body's changing, you know? because that's why they could relate to you. That's why they mirrored themselves. That's not a thing. Can you say that in English? I feel like spejlede sig selv. I feel like that's not right. I think you can say
mirror.
Sure. You understand what I mean in any case. Yeah. So I get why she's like, mind your business about that. And I'm like, yes, mind your business, but also understand the impact that has. Mm-hmm. That you're kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's not helpful. Yeah, exactly. It's not helpful.
No.
To the people you have like called your following and your friends. And I get that parasocial relationships can be problematic, and you should not, like, it should not break you down if something happens to Lady Gaga, although, please, mother, don't be hurt.
The queen.
Yes, but honestly, yeah, fuck, I don't know, man, it's so complicated.
It really is. It's a difficult subject.
Yeah.
Also because we're not inside other people's mind.
No, of course not.
It's difficult to talk about, but at the same time, it's important to open this kind of discussion.
Yeah, and also be like, because now I feel like Ozempic has become so stigmatized, and it shouldn't be.
No.
Because, like I said, if people see it as the magic pill and they really want to lose weight and they see that as like their ticket, by all means. If you want to, do it. And if you're diabetic, take it if you
please
have been prescribed it. But I think the main issue that we have is this celebrity thing, where some of these celebrities are already like the beauty ideal, but then they have to be heroin chic or whatever the hell.
And it's when we're using it as a quick fix to achieve the next trend.
Yeah. Like, it's so effed up.
Because it's you know, getting back to the BBL wave.
Yeah.
People were doing everything in their power to get this big butt.
Yes. BBL boom.
Exactly.
Like, it was crazy. It was fucking everywhere, right?
And then to go through hell once again to be skinny.
People are getting it dissolved. Like, literally.
And it's the same with lip fillers and stuff like that.
Yes. Because I feel like they say that natural beauty is in...
But it's not natural.
No, it's not. It's with a lot of effort to look natural still. And that's a whole other debate with makeup. Like, Jesus Christ. You can't do nothing right. You know what I mean? It's so difficult to please everybody. And you can't and you shouldn't.
It's also funny to look at how men perceive natural girls thinking they're natural beauties, but they don't know what goes
into that. Yeah.
They don't know the effort behind it.
No. And
they can't really always tell that the natural girls they're not natural at all.
No. They are wearing concealer, blush, all that stuff, and slay queen. Don't get me wrong.
I love that look, the clean girl aesthetic.
Y'all look amazing, don't get me wrong.
But at the same time, I also just love the, what's her name, Kesha.
Yeah, the total, like,
the red
thrash.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It's so cool. Like, blue lipstick, fuck me up, fam. I think that's great.
Blue mascara.
Let's go. It's so cute. Like, seriously, I love a good glam look. I love everything. I think everybody should just do their thing, no matter what the hell that is.
It's a way of expressing yourself.
Yes.
And you can wash it off at the end of the night.
And tell me why it's a political thing. Like, why is makeup political? I have not been much of a makeup wearer almost my entire life. I'm not good at makeup. I wish I was better because it's fun as fuck and it looks great. It's art to me, honestly.
It is.
And I really applaud the people. I'm like, damn, exactly. That's beautiful. I feel like Edgar Allan Poe would love that. You tell me,
my man.
I was gonna say you're the expert. But like, I feel like I have seen a lot of things where it's like, oh, then you're just like a crazy armpit-haired feminist. I just prefer to have my face be my face for the most part. And it's also laziness, really. I'm like a night owl. I like to sleep in. I don't feel like I necessarily always have the time to put on makeup, even if I wanted to.
But also it's quite expensive.
Yes, it's so expensive.
I used to do a lot of makeup when I was younger, but right now I have reached an age where my skin gets get irritated.
Yeah.
When
That
I wear
happens a
makeup.
lot.
Yeah.
Like your skin really ebbs and flows in what it
Exactly.
likes and what it doesn't like.
So I'm doing these long periods without makeup
Yeah.
or very minimal makeup.
Mm.
So it doesn't affect my skin.
Right. I just hate seeing that standard pushed as well. Like that you have to. And also skincare is a huge thing right now as
Exactly.
well.
I was
feel
just
like,
about to say
like you
it.
guys, I don't know, I feel like it's very propaganda-y sometimes.
Really?
Like you don't need 20 serums, girl.
No, exactly. And
You're
the thing-
9, you don't need eye cream.
You have the whole skincare routine, but
Yeah.
actually you need 2 or 3 so you can switch between them.
Yeah.
But who made that up?
Seriously.
Like if you're using the same skincare routine for a long period of time, it won't affect you the same way.
No.
So then you have to switch up or change something.
That's how they get
And
you.
there's something shady there.
There is.
Why?
I don't know what it is, but I am a little bit scared. One of my 2 friends are really into skincare. My friend Mette is very into skincare, or getting very much into skincare. And I also think it could be a hobby, the same way that makeup could. So I also see that as not like harmful or anything.
No.
Because everything in, let me say moderation, but that sounds harmful too. I just mean that like, maybe don't take it too seriously. If you find fun in that, but don't worry, you're not gonna die if you don't put vitamin C serum on your face.
No.
Like, you're gonna be fine.
How did we survive back in the days?
I don't know.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah, it is. And I understand that, like, okay, we are talking quite niche internet stuff. I feel like if I told my mom all of this, she would just be like, wow, what the fuck? And plenty of times my mom has said, I am so glad that I'm not a young person in this climate, because it seems like there's a lot of things going on and a lot of standards you have to uphold, and that's impossible.
It's very tiring.
It is. What a positive thing. We're just like, hate this shit, love. No, but seriously, it's a lot. It really is. And I also get the influencers at the same time, right? Because they're also just trying to navigate these impossible, ridiculous standards. As well as
Indeed.
we are.
But we should not refrain from the
No.
concept that they are public
No.
speakers.
It does not excuse the behavior, but
No.
it explains it.
Exactly.
Somewhat, I guess, without them telling us. That's what I prefer to say anyway. That, of course, we're all human, and I get that. But you have responsibility, girl.
You do.
Yeah.
It's your job.
It is.
You know, every job comes with its set of responsibilities.
Yeah.
And being an influencer just carries a different kind of responsibilities.
Yeah. Especially if you are an influencer that hones in on, let me say, people's insecurities or just bodies in general, because it is so fucking dicey. Like, there is no conclusion and there's no right way to be, but we certainly get told that there is all the time.
Yes.
So, I get why it's hard. And like I said, me and Sarah, we do not have the answers
No.
to any of this.
If only we had.
Yeah, we are but wee little women that have opinions about it. Yeah. But I think it has to be spoken about
Indeed.
for us to change and not be afraid of that conversation. And you can also talk about your insecurities. I think that's valid as well. I just wish that we lived in a world where our insecurities were more workable.
I also believe that instead of giving our insecurities voice, we should talk about what we really love about ourselves.
Yes.
You know, manifest the good things.
Yeah. And if you can't, like, literally...
Just find a small thing. It could be how... It could be your eyes, how your hair looks in the wind.
Yeah.
Just something.
Yeah. And if you can't even, like, say anything about that, I made this funny joke to my friend the other day that made them laugh. That gives me value. Whatever. Because all the while, I think it is important to also at least make peace with your body. I think loving and learning your mind, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
is even more important. Like, that's how you grow. and knowing where your faults lie or your like insecurities in your behavior lie also manifests in the way you look sometimes. If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
And also, you know, maybe think about the way you look is a result of two people loving each other.
Yay.
And maybe you have your grandfather's eyes.
Oh, no, I love
there's
that.
something very beautiful about the way each individual look.
Yeah.
And how they behave. We are all a mix of something.
Mm-hmm. And it's all
we are
so
all tied
beautiful.
Together somehow.
Yeah. Isn't it so wonderful that
really
we're
is.
all unique, honestly. I really think it also almost gonna make me cry. Like, I really think it's so beautiful.
It's like snowflakes.
Yes. Not a single one. Unless you have an identical twin. But even then, your hearts are different. Yes. Even then, you're still your own individual person, obviously. And I think people should find more pride in that. And I get wanting to fit in. I do. I really do.
Absolutely.
But it is not everything. It is not. And you're gonna not regret it, but you're gonna be like, oh man. I feel like when I found my peers in other people that were more like me, I guess, or that weren't trying to adhere to this social standard, whatever way it may be, I was so much happier, you know? When I found people who truly got me. And you'll get there. Because I get it, sometimes middle school is fucking hard. And you feel alone as hell. But I guarantee you, every single one of them gets better. It does so get better.
And like, at some point you're gonna look back and think, what the fuck?
Yeah. What even happened there? Yes. And like cringe at it as well. But that's part of growing up.
It is. It's part of shaping your identity.
Yeah.
Evolving and
try different things. Like, do whatever, right? And if you feel like doing your thing is doing what everybody else is doing, go ahead. I'm not saying like, now you have to dye your hair green and da-da-da. Do, if you want to, do. And if you don't, like, don't. It's just whatever you want. And I get it, parents can be a bitch. At least I know my mother did not want me to dye my hair at all growing up, so I get that.
I feel you. I wasn't allowed either.
No.
We have a handful of young people who have a lot of will and are strong enough to power through. So if they just could influence their peers,
yes,
they could build a community of empowerment. Be amazing.
And obviously that's not the age group that we're within, but I definitely feel more so than ever the love. Like, I feel like people are way more willing or want to compliment you because they genuinely like you, or I don't know, I just feel like it's so much better being an adult.
Pro tip: try to give a compliment each day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either to a family member, to your friends, to a random person.
Seriously.
And see the light in their face.
The love. Absolute, like, nestekærlighed, what the hell? What's that called? I forget. Loving the next person.
It's called something specific.
Yes, that we're of course forgetting. Master of the Arts. Woohoo! No, but seriously, I think it is so important, and I genuinely mean it when I say that I see beauty in everybody. Like, whatever it is, and I don't mean the whatever the fuck standard society has in their minds right now standard of beauty. Like, I think you're a gorgeous woman, for example.
Right,
but so are all our other friends, you know what I mean? Like, we're all so cool. And I wholeheartedly mean that. I think it's so awesome to see.
But it's also really beautiful to see how we each support and lift each other up.
Yeah.
We have this support system. And I think I started noticing it when we wrote our thesis.
Yes.
We had a little group and we were checking in on each other and stuff like that. So it's nice to have a little community.
Yes. And you gotta find your community.
You do.
Because if your family don't support you, if your friends in school are like low-key frenemies and whatnot,
stay away from those.
Exactly.
You know, toxic people we don't like.
No. And it can be so hard to realize that they are. And I'm not like proud or happy to say that I have loved and lost a lot of friends in my life, but I think it is ultimately for the better in those cases.
Haven't we all at some
Yes,
point?
we definitely have. And it doesn't make any of us bad people.
But I read something somewhere.
Love.
Love.
Reference, Sarah.
That, you know, when you lose a friend or when you lose a relation to someone, it's because they have given you everything they needed to at that specific point.
I really do believe that.
So when they're not in your life anymore, it means, you know, their part of the story is just over.
They serve their purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can move on.
Yeah.
You know, move on to the next chapter.
Yeah. And I love that. And sometimes it hurts to lose.
Hurts like hell.
Yeah. Like it really
loss
does.
is one of the most difficult encounters.
Yes. I am smiling because Sarah wrote her thesis about Edgar Allan Poe, so knows everything about sorrow and such.
Yes.
But it's so true. I feel like a friend breakup is sometimes even worse than like a romantic one, because it's just like, oh, it's such a different feeling. Like it is love, you know. It's so deep to me. But I'm also a person who I love my friends deep. I really do, because they're so important to me. Because they are your support system as well.
Exactly.
Like family and whatnot, but your like chosen family, I would like to call it, equally important.
Indeed.
And you should surround yourself by people who love you for you. And I know that's maybe easier said than done, once again, but it can be done.
Absolutely.
And it ebbs and flows.
Steps. You know, one step at a time.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know how many people you talk to from high school still. I know you talk to a few.
Yes, I
do.
I was with my friend today from high school,
actually.
And you get to see her tomorrow?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to meet another girl.
You've met her before.
Oh, I have. She shall remain nameless, but it's probably who I'm thinking.
It is.
Yes.
A very beautiful girl.
Oh no, then I know exactly who it is. Whatever, we're gonna cut that one out. No, we're not.
But about, I think, 2 or 3 people from high school.
Yeah. And why do you think that those people stuck?
I think it's because we give each other space when we need it.
Yes.
We are not the kind of friends who need to talk to each other every day.
Right.
But every once in a while we check up.
Yeah.
And when we plan to meet up, we stick with it.
Yes.
And usually we plan ahead, but we also leave room to be spontaneous.
Yeah, I love that. And I think you have different forms of friendships in that way, actually.
I do.
I feel like you have some you talk to every day. They're like your ride or die in that sense. And then there's someone you see maybe once a month, but it's like when you get together, it's like you didn't skip a beat. And I absolutely adore those friendships as well. And I know that they're still in my corner, even though so much time has passed.
Exactly.
I actually have another friend that's also named Sarah.
Oh, how rude.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? People are not allowed to share names. One of my other best friends is also called Rebecca, so whatever. It's a thing, y'all. But it's like we never skipped a beat either when we see each other. We know we have each other's backs. She lives a little further away as well, so of course the distance matters too. But I also really want to say that I hope we like cling on to the thesis group a little, because it's been such a, like you said, community.
It's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Even though we were dying.
Yeah, exactly. But I think like we went through hell together.
Yes, we did, and all of us survived.
Yes, and it made us all the more stronger for it. I feel like it's so satisfying of an ending that we found each other in a sense, because all of us weren't necessarily that close. Like you and I started getting close, not even, I was gonna say not that long ago, but I mean a little over a year, I guess. When were we doing the gymnasium thing?
Yes, it was around October.
Yeah. I feel like we actually got closer from there on, you know?
We did.
And I think that's amazing. I was so
Thank
excited.
God.
Yeah. I was so excited about it because you're just like a great, intelligent, awesome girl. Like really, I just,
right back at you. And
yeah,
it's
just like a love letter.
It's so
to Sarah.
weird because we have been to university
For
almost
5
every day.
years. Yeah.
We have seen each other
But that's how fast you like get into cliques and whatnot.
Yes.
And honestly, the clique I started in, I talk to none of those girls anymore, really. For different reasons. I don't see any of them as bad people or anything. But yeah,
But that's also
people
another
grow apart.
example of how we keep evolving, how we keep changing,
Absolutely.
shaping our identity,
Absolutely.
and stuff like that. We are always in flux.
Yes. And I think that one should embrace that. And be like, don't be like, shit, okay, the trending body is skinny now, gotta get on that treadmill. No, because who says that gives you value? Who cares? Next week, it's probably having a 6-pack ab, and that takes a lot of fucking work, too.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. How about you're just okay in the skin you are in?
Worry about your heart. Are
Yes.
you a good person?
Yes. Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. And the answer might terrify you. It depends on what you
A little
deem to
monster.
be. Yar! Pause that. It depends on what you see as a good person, of course. And that's also with my example of that documentary where they were like, oh, they just look at me and think I'm a big fat glob. And I'm like, you should seriously attempt to change your own moral compass and the way you look at people, because that is extremely problematic. That's how you think. And of course it stems from their own insecurity. But you cannot, or you should not, project that onto other people.
No, absolutely
Because you normalize it so much.
But again, it's something people can change.
Yes,
if they're willing to.
it is.
Nothing
and it is.
You can change everything.
Yeah. And this is so vital. You should not be afraid to ask for help either.
No.
And I
Reach
don't even necessarily mean like psychological help. I genuinely also mean your support system.
Yeah, just a conversation with one of your good friends or family
Or like your mom, like whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can get you a long way.
Yeah, say like, Mom, I hate my eyebrows today. Or Sarah, I just absolutely hate the way my nose looks. And then we can either like reminisce and be like, girl, I used to hate my nose too, but like that's my dad. You know what I mean? That's because you should see something.
You just
positive.
need to see it from another perspective.
You need to like
yes.
like just change that up, because that has helped me a lot too. I have my dad's nose, for example, and I love that man to death. So why would I hate my nose?
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's him right there. You know.
You carry something of
I
your
do.
father.
Still, and I will till the day he's not here, and till the day I am not here. Not
And
to
you
get
will-
morbid, but
Maybe you will give it to you or pass it to your child.
yeah, who knows? You know, and it's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
I love that how we are examples of other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Small things.
I really do think it is a lot about mindset. Because if you do look negatively at other people's bodies, like, I heard this thing one time that has continued to haunt me, which is that the thing you hate most in other people is what you hate most in yourself.
Exactly. I've
and
heard
that shit
too.
is low-key true.
It's
I
highly
hate it.
true.
I hate it. I'm like, oh, she's so anxious, it bothers me. Bitch, you're anxious. You know what I mean? It's so...
Why are you so loud?
Exactly. Yeah, it's really it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard. It's the whole thing of when you're pointing your finger, 4 fingers are pointing towards yourself. I don't know. It's hard to navigate, but you should.
But it's an important thing to change the perspective.
Yeah.
At times, because you're able to do it.
For sure.
And it
it's gonna
can
do good.
you can gain a lot from it.
Yes. Take it from someone who has done the work. We're not perfect, obviously, but we work every
nobody's
day.
perfect.
Right. Yeah, gotta work. Is that also a Hannah Montana
Yes.
reference? Yeah. Perfect. What the hell? I don't know why she's coming out, but an icon. Yeah, but it's just try not to get the pressures of what you hear every day. Just you're okay to log off, or like you said, block people. Honestly, if they just make you feel like crap, I get it.
have done it myself.
Me too. Like, if the morbid curiosity gets to you, that sucks. But honestly, do it for your own good.
Yeah.
You can get your algorithm to be something that's positive to you.
And it doesn't just pertain to celebrities and influencers.
No. Also,
If
your
you
friends.
have exactly, if you have a relation to someone who's toxic as fuck,
Yeah.
block them.
Yeah.
Remove them.
Do something. Because it's honestly not worth
It's
the
your
trouble.
life.
Yes.
Take charge.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. But seriously, I also think it's a whole bit with like, nothing matters that much. That's one of the biggest lessons I've learned in my life, that it's like, okay, so you unfollowed them. That doesn't mean they're a terrible person. That doesn't mean you hate them. It just means that that was not the best for you in that moment. And that's okay. And that's okay. Like, seriously, it is. And I feel like you can also mute people.
Yeah,
if you feel that it's a very, like, strong sentiment to unfollow someone, but then you just don't see their stuff.
If you're a bit scared to do it.
I understand. Like,
Me
I get
too,
it.
especially if it's a friend.
I've done it. Yes.
Or perhaps a boyfriend or girlfriend
whatever.
From the past, or a guy you're interested in.
No,
whatever.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I get it.
I just moved on to block people.
Yeah, that's your thing now. Sure.
I really do.
But Sarah's also such a boss bitch. Like, y'all don't even know.
As soon as there's something slightly wrong, boy, bye.
No! No, I love that. No tolerance. And
no, not anymore.
And that's from your, like, you learned, you know?
I need my mental peace.
Yeah, and it is so important. You seriously, and this is a crazy word, I know, you don't have to suffer.
No.
You don't. You shouldn't.
Although, we have to suffer to survive.
Okay, Edgar. I get it.
I think there's suffering.
It's a part of life.
It is a big part of life.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be like, or we're not trying to be like toxically positive and be like, just see sunshine and rainbows. Because I get that that's not every day at all. It's not even every minute or every second, whatever. I totally get it.
But honestly, we do have to suffer to survive.
Yeah. And we do it no matter what. If it's about our bodies, it doesn't really matter. It could be that you dropped your banana. That's upsetting. Mm-hmm. It is. Like, seriously, it could be the smallest thing, like getting your period.
Oh, that's
a satin. But no, it's complicated.
It really is, but it's so interesting.
Yeah, it is. And you gotta have a conversation, girlies, and don't be afraid to. I get that maybe sometimes you don't have the vocabulary for it. Hell, sometimes I don't have the vocabulary for it, and I'm sure I've said a million things that I, like, would say, no, but I don't necessarily mean that now, or whatever. But like you said before, give yourself the grace to, like, ebb and flow, right? Like, you're allowed to change your mind and the way you look at things.
Exactly.
Almost 1 second to the next, really. And
it's part of life.
Maybe that's also what we should give the grace to these influencers, but at the same time, oh, it's so dicey. I don't know. I like I said, I don't even have like a concrete opinion.
No, me
because
neither.
I feel like they're allowed, but at the same time, please take some responsibility, girl. Fuck, it's hard.
I just think they should be more careful what they put out there.
Yeah. And don't paint that perfect picture, please.
No.
It gets so old.
I have started to really enjoy the influencers who show their messy life.
Yeah.
You know, who show their imperfect couch, the bathroom.
Yeah. Just looking like a bathroom.
Exactly. You know, towels on the floor, something like that.
That happens all the time. Yeah.
It shouldn't be taken out from a magazine. It should be a lived-in
place.
Lived-in representation of who you are.
And honestly, I find that the more real influencers are, the more I'm like, yeah, I fuck with you. Like, heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
I
don't enjoy that whole, like...
I'm like, yeah, girl.
And here we were for our 4-star meal, and then afterwards, like, no. Like, sure, do that as well, but I just don't like
good for you.
And that's my everyday. Like, okay, good for you, girl, but
there's
shit.
This girl, I can't remember her name. I think... I don't know.
Right. Danish? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she posts a video every day of what she eats.
Oh, I know her.
Yes,
I
love
also
her.
forget her name. Sorry, girl.
Yeah, I think it's I don't even want to give a try.
No. No. But I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes, and I love that.
Her shit is normal schnormal.
Exactly.
Like,
and
she's
that's
just out here.
Her goal. Her aim is to showcase a normal day.
Yeah. And I love that she has, like, faces with food. I feel like recently she ate, like, a lot of Burger Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that.
And that's due to her ADHD.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she talked about that. Because
so you know the lore.
a person commented, you eat the same things every day,
she's
and
like,
it's not very
"And?"
interesting to look at.
Right,
And
but
she
who
was
cares?
just, well, I'm just trying to demonstrate
Life.
how normalcy looks like.
Exactly. It's like, and this is fine. That's why it's like you don't eat lobster tail every day.
No.
Like, I fucking wish, but
Sometimes you're just in a hurry, so you toast some bread, put on some butter, and then you
and
shove
then
it down,
and then
and
you
you're
go
out
out the
of the
door.
door.
Exactly. Like, what? And that's why I love the whole normalcy about food. Because sometimes it doesn't have to be aesthetic, like wobble, like rye bread. It doesn't necessarily always look the best, but I eat that shit up. What the hell? Like, who cares? Just a little nibble. She just asked if she bites, and I'm like, she might nibble, but she'll give you a few licks as a warning, and then she'll bite.
Okay.
Don't drink our wine, please. But I like that girl as well very much. Sorry to you, girl, if you ever hear this. We don't remember your name. But damn, just be careful out there, kids. Seriously. Be kilekritisk.
Yes.
Be critical of what you see online. And
Yeah.
what you consume.
It's because it's a source.
Yes.
Like when you're reading a book.
Mm-hmm. We're academics, so we know. No, but seriously, you have to think about it. And I know that probably gets preached all the time, but I feel like people forget anyway, you know? I feel like, so you're like, I know. But then do you
really know?
When you doom scroll then, do you think about the fact that you have consumed, not pun intended, literal hours of content about how many calories you're supposed to eat? Like, what? You know? Because I don't think you realize.
And even if you don't really notice it, it gets in there subconsciously.
Yes, it's such a huge thing. Like, I'm guilty of this. And when I've talked to my boyfriend about these issues, sometimes he's like, is that a thing? Because he doesn't really consume, and he's also not on, like, the pages I'm on, or, like, his algorithm looks totally different than mine and all that. So he's like, is that a huge thing? Is skincare a huge thing? And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
it is. But then I think, and I'm like, perhaps it is just like a niche, just a little, but it seems so big because we have the world at our fucking fingertips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it feels huge, and I think it actually is huge, but whatever. You get it.
I do.
Like, even our parents, I've also had conversations with my mom about ozempic, for example. So that is huge. Like, that is such a huge thing that
I've
happened.
also talked about it with my mother.
Yeah. And I feel like that's when you know something has really boomed, is when the boomers know about it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, goddamn.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world.
It is.
And there's so much to talk about, and there's so much to focus on. And how did we get stuck on beauty ideals?
I don't know. And it's like, when you start one topic, you go to the next. Like, you can hear, we go from ozempic to beauty standards to skincare, and and I feel like it's a symptom of us just being, like, thrown all this shit and see what sticks, in a sense.
We're just having a conversation.
Yes. Seriously, we're just shooting the shit. And like I said, we're no experts or anything. This is but our humble opinions, really.
And we are
It's not
allowed
facts. Yes.
to have these opinions.
Of course we are. We are entitled to our opinions. And like
Exactly,
I
and
said,
so are you.
yes, they can change tomorrow. They can change in a year. Who cares? And we are not the guides of right and wrong. Just want to preface that we are just, this is what we have experienced. Our little lives and our little opinions.
Exactly.
And on that note, I think we've talked for, a long time. Which is great and exactly what I wanted.
Well, that's perfect.
And you've been amazing.
Well, thank you.
And I thank you so much for coming. And I think we should enjoy
you're
another
welcome.
glass of cold wine.
I'm
'Cause
looking forward to that.
it has been so hot today, you guys. It's crazy. Middle of July, of course, it should be hot, but whatever.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it honestly, we're
We
soaking
deserve
it
it.
in. Yeah, and we're going grilling at the beach tomorrow. It's awesome.
I'm already sunburned, but
So excited. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for listening this time. And I will hopefully see you / hear you in the next video. Bye-bye. Do you want to say bye?
bye.